Oh my gosh. No. Oh. Me and Wyatt are out here shredding. We got the parks to ourselves. It's kind of nice. Can't complain. The weather is super nice today. It's still sub 70 degrees. No sun burning us. We're actually surviving. Very thankful for a little bit of cloud cover. If the rain holds off, we'll have ourselves a good little session. Oh, that's right. Okay, stick and then don't stick. It's a fun one. You just like, instead of being centered, you shimmy a little to your nose and it gives you like a little bit of leverage. They're not too hard. I'm not even that good at board slides, but I just practiced that one day and it kind of works. Yeah. Oh. You. Man, today was fun. It was very needed. Today really was like a mental exercise in not getting frustrated. Can't say I was 100% successful in that. I did battle the frontside flip for a little while and the tray flip was just not working out on film. Got it first try off camera. Then when I thought, oh, I can get a better one on film. No, it doesn't always work that way. That's one downside to filming your skateboarding for a vlog or something else, is that it adds that little bit of pressure that sometimes people thrive off of, and sometimes people like me, we just crumble under the pressure. I don't know what it is. It's all completely fabricated pressure. No one else is pressuring me, it's me. It's me adding the pressure unnecessarily, all for the sake of this little art form that I call video creation that ties in with my skateboarding. That's something I really need to focus on, is not letting the video creation side of it impede on my enjoyment of the skateboarding that's happening. Sometimes I get way too in my head and I really got to work on that. It's been a thing forever, and I think it kind of goes hand in hand with skateboarding, is the mental aspect of it, and I'm working on it, but can't say I'm there yet. Still haven't quite figured out how to quiet my thoughts, to shut out the frustration, because it still happens. But although it happens frequently, it cannot stifle my joy that I get from skateboarding. It can't stifle my want to go skateboarding. And yeah, this is just gonna keep going. Keep going and going and going. You know, I had a little bit more to say there, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that now. Growing up a skateboarder and remaining a skateboarder for most of your life, it really kind of becomes something tied to your being. I am a skateboarder, so on days where skateboarding's not going quite well, or I'm not skating up to my expectations, it really hits hard. It's like, hey, this is who you are, and you're not being yourself very well today. In fact, you kind of suck at being yourself today. And sometimes that just hits home in all the wrong ways. And I wish I could say that it worked the reverse as well. On really good skate days, I just feel like the best version of myself. And while I might feel good for a little while, that feeling doesn't last, but the negative feelings seem to much outlast the good feelings. And that's a bit of a bummer. Something that I try to work on, I try to go over mentally, try to prepare myself when sessions aren't going that well. I sort of talk myself down from the ledge, so to speak, and it works, but it's hard when you tie so much of your self-worth to skateboarding. I've heard some other skaters touch on it as well. And the other day I saw Sean Enoch's video, cool Australian guy, tattoo artist, skater dude down in LA. He's friends with Dan Corrigan. Watched his video and he touched on it, that when you grow up skateboarding, when it's so tied into your being, on days when skating doesn't go well, it really just kind of hurts. And I think it's okay to admit that that can kind of hurt, and it's not always easy to get past the crappy sessions, to just tell yourself, oh, that was a one-off, but in reality, it is. You have to trust that it's a one-off sometimes. You're not gonna have the best session every time you go skate. That's just not fathomable. It's not something that's likely to happen. You don't go to the casino and win 100,000 every time, no, but there's a chance. There's a chance you'll have a really good session. There's a chance that you'll fall, break your ankle. There's a chance you'll get a shinner on the very first trick. But there's also that chance you're gonna get the dolphin flip first try. You're gonna get nollie nose grind 180. You're gonna land a new trick. You're gonna skate the stair set and it's gonna feel really good. You're gonna get your confidence back on a certain trick. I think we need to go in focused on the possible positive outcomes that could happen, and let the negative things, let the chances of failure kind of go to the wayside. We need to focus on the positive if that's what we want. Because if we're just thinking about all this negative stuff, that's what our minds are going to be drawn towards, that's what our eyes are going to be drawn towards, and eventually your body's going to follow. The tricks aren't going to be working out. You're going to tell yourself, oh, my footing's all wrong, this is not going to work out. Well, guess what? Now it's not. But if you went into it thinking, oh, this is pretty close, I think I got it, there's a good chance you're going to put your feet down, you're going to roll away and feel fantastic. All right, back to what I was saying. I want to thank you guys for watching today. Peace out, God bless. Here's your verse for the day. Colossians 3:2, set your minds on things above, not earthly things. I find a lot of comfort in this verse, especially when things in life, world events, etc. are getting to me both physically, mentally, spiritually. The battles, they're nonstop. But when we can focus on heavenly things, when we can trust that the Lord puts nothing before us that's going to overcome us, but quite the opposite. He puts things in front of us to challenge us and to grow us. And I hope that you watching this can continue to go on and grow spiritually, physically, and mentally, and do yourself and the Lord proud. We'll see you in the next one.